Ever found yourself cramming for an exam only to forget everything the next day? It's a common issue, isn't it? You spend hours poring over textbooks, revising notes, yet the information just doesn't seem to stick. You wake up the next day and it's as if you've never seen the material before. It's frustrating. But what if I told you there's a way to make your study sessions more effective? If this sounds like you, then you might want to learn about a method called active recall. Active recall is a study technique that involves bringing information to mind from your memory without looking at the material. Now, let's break it down a bit. The term active implies that you're doing something, right? And recall is just another word for remembering. So, active recall is essentially about doing something to remember. But how does this differ from the usual way we study? Well, most of us tend to review passively. We read, highlight, and reread. Sounds familiar? However, this approach doesn't challenge our brains enough to strengthen our memory. On the other hand, active recall forces us to dig deep and pull out information, which is a more strenuous mental activity. This process strengthens the neural pathways, making it easier for us to remember the information later. It's like exercising for your brain. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. In essence, active recall is about testing yourself instead of just rereading the material. So, why is active recall such a big deal, you might ask? Well, let's delve into the power of this technique and show you what makes it so special. Active recall has numerous benefits that significantly boost your learning. One of the most important is improved memory retention. Instead of passively reading over your notes or listening to a lecture, you're actively engaging your brain, forcing it to retrieve information. This process strengthens the neural pathways associated with the knowledge, making it easier to recall later. It's like exercising your brain muscles. The more you work them, the stronger they become. Additionally, active recall promotes a better understanding of the material. When you're actively trying to recall information, you're also making connections between different pieces of information, seeing how they interlock and relate to each other. This helps you grasp the bigger picture, allowing you to understand the subject matter on a much deeper level, and this isn't just theory. Numerous studies have backed up these claims. Research has shown that students who use active recall outperform those who don't in exams. One study even showed that active recall was more effective than other popular study methods like rereading, summarizing, or highlighting text. In essence, active recall is a powerful tool that can supercharge your learning. But remember, it's not just about memorizing facts. It's about understanding concepts. Active recall not only helps you remember information better, but also understand it more deeply. Now that you know what active recall is and its benefits, you might be wondering how to use it in your study routine. Well, there's no one-size-fits-all approach, but here are some tried and tested techniques. First up, flashcards. Jot down questions on one side, answers on the other. The act of recalling the answer each time you see the question strengthens your memory. Next, self-quizzing. Instead of just reading or highlighting text, ask yourself questions about it. What's the main point? How does it relate to what you already know? This technique turns passive reading into an active recall exercise. Lastly, teaching others. This is a powerful way to solidify your understanding. As you explain concepts to someone else, you're forced to retrieve the information from your memory, making it stick even more. So, shake up your study routine with these active recall methods. You'll be amazed at the difference they can make. With active recall, your study sessions can become much more efficient and effective. To recap, active recall is a powerful study method that can drastically improve your memory retention. It's the secret sauce to boosting your cognitive prowess, a technique that asks you to pull information from your mind rather than just cramming it in. Instead of passively reviewing material, active recall stimulates your brain during the learning process. It's the difference between rereading a chapter and quizzing yourself on its contents. By asking questions and trying to answer them from memory, you're creating stronger neural connections. It's like flexing your mental muscles, making them stronger with each workout. Remember, implementing active recall is as simple as testing yourself regularly. You can use flashcards, create summary notes, or even just ask yourself questions out loud. The important thing is to keep challenging your brain and not to shy away from the tough stuff. Next time you find yourself struggling to remember what you've studied, give active recall a try. It could make all the difference. Thank you for watching. In a world where time is precious, we appreciate the moments you've spent here and hope you have taken away something useful. Every moment spent learning illuminates our path forward and helps us complete those extra miles. We venture into the unknown, gaining new insights as we go. Each video on this channel is another chapter for you to explore. There are always new discoveries to be made. Let curiosity be your guide. Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning, keep learning. Wishing you peace, love, and happiness. Now hit subscribe and like. Thank you.